This is what the show
So
is
mean,
like.
dude.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The whole point is we're back to like hot, pretty, blue-eyed, blonde-haired woman doing ads again for national organizations. The Fruit of the Loom logo. What is it?
Fucking cornucopia.
Apparently, no, it's not.
Wait, what?
I don't care what. I actually don't even care what the justification is. Just make it a good one so it sticks in the media.
He's already not set up right at all.
He has 3 spotters.
It was a giant anti-war peace book. Like, that's what it was. And then he just made this, like, badass film that literally didn't go with what the book was.
Nothing.
Truly, like, the
when I was
essence
a
of it,
kid-
and it was awesome.
Boom! All right. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to 5 Till Midnight, your favorite Monday night show, airing every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And this is going to be the last show that we do for the year. I know that's.
Oh, wow. Who
it
gets it? Oh, it's a brand new year. No one cares, Kyle. Riveting commentary. Adam, talk.
Someone had a bad year.
Oh, worst year of my life.
Honestly, good. You deserve
Oh, man.
You deserve it.
All right. We have our friend Todd from the Black Roach. Jesus, I can't even say his podcast. Black Roach. Regiment.
Wow. Yeah. Make a comment how you can't say the word instead of just moving on. Say it right one time, idiot.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Listen,
this guy's fucking panties are in
he's got to go. He's got to go back. Anyways, how you doing, man?
You got to go back, Kyle.
Did you put him in the room? Did you put him in the room?
I'm the admin. I put the people in the room.
No,
I'm the
Sam-
admin
Sam's
now.
being a cunt. That's what Sam does.
I expect after what I've seen, I'll be in the room multiple times. So
Yeah.
No, we don't really kick guests out, but I do.
Yeah.
when
Honestly,
the admin quits, you've got a problem. Thanks
he's
for
not
having
the
me,
admin.
guys.
He's not the admin.
He's a,
Am I not the admin? Then why aren't you on screen, Adam?
I can also do it.
Dude, all right, we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
everybody that's watching on my stream, make sure you comment and let them know that you're here from my channel. I are the professional, obviously.
Everyone in the comments just make fun of Sam. Call him a dumb fucking twink bitch Irishman.
You fucking want my...
He also clearly likes to be referred to as an academic, from what I discovered at the beginning. So,
Yeah.
Dude, he
He's
is an
not.
academic.
Well, academia is retarded, so that kind of translates to Sam.
He is an
to be fair.
academic. He's basically a professor. He doesn't like to say that out loud, but it's true.
Yeah.
we're getting the glare. Somebody better turn that mic off, or we're all about to get it. So, but yeah, thanks for having me. This is what happens. Kyle knows this. Kyle was I don't know if he was drunk tweeting, but I may have been slightly in my cups, and he posted about doing a show, and I came on and said, "Hey, you owe me one, so when do I get to come on yours?" And then he immediately messaged me and said, "Oh, we can make that happen." I'm like, dude, I was so drunk clout chasing.
Yeah.
You're
Hey,
clout
you know what?
chasing from us. You are a real goddamn idiot. Hey, Jay Forte, someone ban Jay Forte out of the goddamn chat. Sam's no Flint Dibble. Flint Dibble is a little bitch. And he won't fight me.
Yeah,
I think
Hello,
Flint Dibble knows more than Sam.
everybody
Yeah.
who's coming over from MBRR Media, let these guys know that you are here from my channel.
Yeah,
and
you
make
got
sure,
a lot of.
make,
Yeah.
make sure-
Also,
Yeah.
hey, while you're here, shoot us a sub. You know.
yeah, shoot them a sub, because I think you guys have enough to be monetized on the channel.
We
if you
can
keep it
be
together.
monetized. Here's a problem though.
It's
we
not
have
gonna
multiple
happen.
Strikes in our account.
We're just terrible people, so we can't.
Wow,
What did
4
you
minutes
do?
in and we haven't said anything. There's goddamn Somalians stealing more than the entire GDP of Somalia, and no one can talk about it. What is happening?
You're telling
You
me
might
I
be
live in
jumping in and
Minnesota.
out of conversation. Maybe that's why. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
2025 year in review. That's one of the newest things that just went on. Is Somalia is being Somalians in Minnesota. As much
Yeah,
as
we
far as I know.
we have little Somalia up in Minnesota, and it literally seems like institutionalized nepotism, where you have Ilhan Omar and then probably some Somali government officials in different areas. There was this video, and I see people knocking him for being a Zionist, whatever the hell his name is. That Nick dude, Nick Shirley, I think it was. People
Yeah.
are knocking him
Yeah.
for being a Zionist. I'm like, I don't care. Like, he legitimately exposed something that needs to
Yeah.
be exposed. And you have to imagine this is probably going on in multiple different states, multiple different areas with multiple different racial groups. And so basically,
I
just
hate
in
for it to
42
be going
minutes.
on in multiple single states.
Yeah. So basically, he had this guy went to multiple different child care centers, some that weren't even spelled right, and they were collecting millions of dollars
Yep.
of taxpayer money, and they had no kids, they had nothing to show for all this stuff. And I'm putting money on it right now that the only thing that's going to happen to Tim Walz and the officials that are guilty in this, they're going to get a strongly worded letter, because that's what all the Trump administration is pretty much good for. So, anyways, yeah, go ahead. Anyone else, your thoughts on kind of just this giant fraud ring?
Yeah, dude. Well, a lot of people have said that Tim Walz and Somalis are stupid, but I mean, aren't we the
Are they?
stupid ones?
Are they?
They're ripping
Are
us
they?
off big time, dude.
I mean,
Well, you know what, to be fair, I hope the best thing that comes to this is that more people drive by Tim Walz's house and call him a retard.
well, bring that up because the guy that's been making himself a little famous doing that just got himself arrested at Fort Smith with another dude for assaulting counter ICE protesters.
Mm.
And when you look at this guy's picture, if you haven't paid attention to the Patriot Front, this guy looks right out of FedOp PatCon. You guys know what PatCon is? You heard of PatCon?
Can't say I have.
No.
Yeah, PatCon was the operation being run by the FBI and other domestic intel agencies at about the same time as Oklahoma City went on. And it was literally an operation that was meant to target right-wing militias. And so PatCon infiltrated Elohim, which was a town outside of Oklahoma City. And it never went away, even though it was ordered to go away. And so, and I'm way like bringing, there's so much data on this. If you guys ever get a chance, talk to, on Twitter, he's JD Cashless. I'm sure some of you know
he's
who he
great.
is.
Yeah.
Ken Silva. I've had Ken on a couple of times on my show, and we've talked, one of them has been PatCon. And so you watch around, so like this Patriot Front movement that you guys, I'm sure you've seen, the guys that show up and they're all exactly wearing the same
that's
set of khakis,
that's
not the
Fed-based
same
all
set of
day,
khakis. That would be weird if they were all wearing the same set of khakis. But they're all wearing the identical khakis, the identical shirts, and they all have their faces covered. And that this guy, if you look up this dude's picture that just got arrested for assaulting this these ICE protesters, he looks like he's right out of PatCon. He's Patriot Front, Ray Epps. Fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reeks of setup. And this all, is going around with all of the ICE stuff, all of the Somali stuff. And the Somali thing, too, up here in Minnesota, a lot of people don't pay attention to is when the U.S. orchestrated the overthrow of Somalia, not Somaliland, but Somalia. And we orchestrated the overthrow of that. It was the closest that any country, especially in Africa, got to having a libertarian style government. Couldn't have that. So we had to set things up there. And I served in the military during what everybody knows as the Black Hawk Down situation. And it miraculously opened a door for all of these refugees that needed to get out of Somalia. And, the first thing that came across the Clinton administration's mind was, where Somalians belong? Minnesota. Because that's a lot like home.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
and
It's
so
all like
outs-
100 degrees cooler.
That's in July. So no, I'm kidding. We get hot up here. Everybody's like, "What do you know about heat?" And I'm like, "We get our own heat." But they ended up transplanting a lot of these entire Somali communities into Minnesota because of the dynamics of the political culture up here. And Eddie is going to get us. Well, you guys are never getting monetized, which is fine. But they transplanted them up here because of the socio-political, socio-philosophical culture in the state. Minnesotans are just known for being pretty passive. We're just, for the most part, they're just known for being really passive. And in a very short time, per capita, the population of Islamic adherents became number one in Minnesota outside of Dearborn, Michigan. And one city in particular, Rochester, Minnesota, which is where I served as a deputy for the Olmsted County Sheriff's Office for almost 13 years, working inside of a detention center. The population of, I want to say, Muslims per capita was higher than anywhere else in Minnesota, and therefore it made it really just kind of per capita second only to Dearborn. And so this has been going on, for years. A lot of people are trying to blame, the Biden administration because, that's, easy pickings. But this has been going on under, Democrats. It's been going on under Republicans, and not a single damn one of them has any interest in doing anything about it. And so to your question, Kyle, about, what's going to happen to Tim Walz, nothing. Just like it wouldn't happen if it was a Republican. They're not going to do anything to Tim Walz, if for no other reason than plausible deniability. How is he supposed to know that these people are bilking the system? And to disappoint all the Q people out there who might watch you guys, these people aren't walking around with ankle monitors on, just waiting to be snagged up and taken to some secret base somewhere and be executed. This is all part of the plan, and they're all in on it. Trump's in on it. Clinton was in on it. Obama was in on it. Biden was in on it. The Bushes were all in on it. This is just screw you, Americans. Regardless of your ethnicity, you're just here to work to support our agenda, and we're going to take as much money from you as possible and give it to people who aren't from here and have never worked a day in their life. And that's what's going on up here, and that's what Nick Shirley has exposed. And you said it before, and I'll end my rant with this. You said it earlier, Kyle, that this is all, all this attack on him because he's a Zionist. Look, I'm anti-Zionism, but if Nick Shirley is going to be a Zionist out here exposing this stuff, I don't care if he's a Zionist on this particular topic. I don't really give a damn. We can have a conversation.
Hardly relevant at that point.
Yeah. We can have a conversation with him if we could ever get him to come in and talk about it. But thanks for exposing this, because Minnesota media is not doing it, and I damn sure don't have the time, So I don't care where you're getting your money. If we're exposing this, great.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all it is. Like, who really cares what his affiliation outside of it is? Because, do you care that taxpayer money is being stolen and basically the taxpayers are getting bent over by, a literal illegal group of people who are practicing institutionalized nepotism? If you care about that and think it's wrong, I don't care. Let's fix this, and then we could have the Israel conversation afterwards. It's just not relevant to the issue at hand.
I mean, it literally said Leering Center.
Yeah, it did.
Exactly. Leering.
Which, to be honest, could just be a product of Minnesota public education.
I mean, that's probably true too. So
just
whatever. It's not going to get fixed. None of it gets fixed. They're like Kyle said, they're just going to be like, it was fucking bad, and we're going to send the FBI to investigate. And then they're going to investigate and be like, they're going to arrest one fall guy who's like a no one, and that's all that's going to happen. And we're going to move on to the very next thing.
It's going to be a strongly worded letter.
You can't even guarantee that Cash Pocket Troll Patel is going to actually affect arrest on anybody, because the only way he's going to do that is if somebody threatens to expose his honeypot girlfriend for being a terrible singer. She's just a terrible singer. Just terrible. She would never cut it with a particular band that I won't mention here because I don't want to ruin their street cred with Kyle here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, she doesn't have shit on Jen, so yeah.
Did Luke get kicked?
Yeah, that was the craziest thing, because I think that story broke it was like last night, I think, or maybe yesterday. I don't remember, but it was yesterday. I've seen all over today. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
And then the administration has Trump comes out with a meeting with Netanyahu, and he's like, yeah, we're probably, think about bombing Iran again. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. the worst messaging possible.
The only pushback I'll give here is that like this meeting with both Zelensky and Netanyahu was already pretty much like it was scheduled already.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're coming from, but you know, you think he still would have at least said something about it, because JD Vance said something about it. And like, I am genuinely surprised by seeing how many people are saying the same thing. Like, you guys aren't going to do anything, because really the administration's lost all credibility with people, and they should. After just like the whole debacle with the Epstein files, no mass deportations. I mean, I had a tweet that it didn't go viral, but it got a decent bit of views, where I said, like, can we now all admit that Thomas Massie was right? Because we quadrupled the ICE budget and still there's no mass deportations. People say, hey, well, the ICE budget doesn't go into effect until next year. I'm sorry, man. I'm just not convinced. I'm not fucking convinced. I'm not convinced that even next year it's going to get fixed. So I'd love to be proven wrong, but you know, the administration has no credibility. So yeah, there's a reason why everybody's kind of taking the task over this.
There's one of my a friend of my show says a scholar looks like he's playing Candy Crush. I'm like, well, it's probably easier for him psychologically to play Candy Crush listening to me rant than it is to actually
Dude, he's always doing something on stream, eating.
Yeah.
Hey, I almost came in here with my keto wraps, eaten that I scarfed it all down before we started. So,
yeah, it's all right.
Which might haunt me later.
Oh, well, Sam's gay. It's fine.
Yeah. True.
No, it's all right, April. You can make fun of him. That's what we do on the show. Actually, we should change the name of the show to fucking "Fuck Sam." Honestly.
and he said, "Screw you guys. I'm
Yep.
home."
What was I mean, I'm assuming probably Charlie Kirk's going to be the answer, but what was everybody's biggest shock of 2025?
Probably like, are you just talking like political event or
any
overall?
cultural event? Anybody jump
Broncos
in?
being 13-3, baby. That's
you,
the
man.
biggest
I don't
event.
wanna talk about football. Football's definitely until August 2026.
Outside of the Charlie Kirk assassination, honestly, I'm going to go with, I shouldn't say that it was necessarily surprising that Trump bombed Iran, but I figured that there would have been a little bit more like, I didn't think it would be that fast. Like, it genuinely kind of surprised me. Like, he made it very clear that he would do that, and that you know, Iran having nuclear enrichment was just like a no-go for him, even though they had it for years. I'm surprised that he went all the way to bomb them. And it's funny how people say the war's over now, but then they're talking.
No, but he's
again
ended
today.
17 wars, Kyle.
Yeah,
17. He's ended.
he keeps saying 8, but I think a lot of those were kind of like already, like they were getting settled regardless. I think he's just kind of taking credit for it. Like that whole there was a $1,776 bonus that was getting handed out to the military. That was actually already like going to be dispersed. He just kind of took credit.
No, he
for
did
it,
that.
so.
He did that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do.
Yeah, that was definitely a big one. I was gonna say, no, besides Charlie Kirk, I would say the administration's reaction to Charlie Kirk's
or lack thereof.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you know my friend Charlie Kirk was just assassinated. Now look at my new ballroom.
Well,
Yeah.
it was pretty much that, and it was also, we're going to throw up some goy slop memes of Charlie Kirk with an Israeli flag behind him, and I've continued to throw it out there, and I hope someone finally gets a message. But literally, they took the death of George Floyd more serious than Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, cities were burnt down. Like, of course.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like
No,
Donald
he's
Trump
saying-
took the death of George Floyd more serious than Charlie Kirk, because
Like the
you
political
remember
class,
the day
dude.
it was like a day or two after George Floyd was killed. They said that Trump literally tweeted out, "If the looting starts, the shooting starts," which is pretty funny. But yeah, he tweeted that exact thing. And then there's people rioting and disrupting like peaceful candlelight vigils over Charlie Kirk. Radio silence. Absolutely nothing was done by the administration on that. So
Yeah.
I think for me, outside of Kirk, and I think probably the general consensus, and by the way, Luke, nice to meet you.
Hey, man.
The thing that really stood out to me, and this is just completely esoteric out of probably nowhere when it comes to politics, is the Supreme Court decision in September that literally made it lawful for ICE to stop people based on their ethnicity, their language, and their place of employment. I just absolutely mind-boggling that the Supreme Court gave ICE that much latitude and said, "Yeah, you could stop people for being brown."
That's awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just like,
They're coming for you next, Adam.
No.
well, wait. Like,
Really
coming
funny
for the
that an
Italians.
Italian is
the
talking about this
Europeans,
being
the
good.
Europeans
You are
have no
brown.
desire to have anything to do with the Italians. I work with an Italian guy, and we remind him that all the time. You people were probably Muslim before you were Christian. But I mean,
that is definitely not true. How dare you? Get this guy out. Who invited this guy? That was the biggest insult I got all year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
took the
think
French.
the-
Adam, it took the French. It took a guy named Charlie the Hammer to free you guys. So
You know,
Oh damn, dude!
Pass
The
is the
Italians
pass.
the Italians got freed by Charlie the Hammer, dude. That
You
sounds
talking
good.
about
that's a
Charles
sick
Martel.
name. That's an awesome name. I don't. That's a fucking banging name. Don't shit on that
Charles
guy.
Martel.
Yeah, I bet
I
you
don't
was
think
banging
Charles
all the
Martel did
Italians.
anything for the Italians.
I'm making a joke, scholar.
Sam's
the
point of
academic,
humor.
dude.
I don't know if you knew
You
that.
just
He's
make
the
shit up
academic.
and say a historical figure's name wrong and claim he did
Yes.
something he wasn't related to, and that's a joke. What the hell?
Yes.
I quit.
He's offended, dude. He's Italian. He's offended now.
Yeah, Sam's also Italian. He doesn't like to admit it, but he is part Italian. My biggest
You
shock
know,
in 2025
He's gonna
is-
come back and like
Shut
kick me
your
out.
goddamn whore mouth out.
My biggest shock of 2025 is Sam finally embracing his lesbian single lady arc with getting a cat, growing his hair out. I mean, that's my biggest shock in 2025.
Dude, that's a shock.
That's
We
shocking to
expected
you?
that, dude.
I changed my mind. Adam's fired. I don't quit.
I don't think that was a shock though. That was just that's like
no, but you know,
the
it
hair is
kind of
shorter than it
happened
was in the
quickly. He descended
It did
into a
happen
lesbian
quickly.
cat lady pretty quick.
yeah. Broke up, went on a couple trips. Cat.
Got a
still-
Subaru.
You have a Subaru? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got
Subaru.
dude. I replaced my old Subaru with a new Subaru. I've driven
Oh my
Subarus
God.
for 10 years. I'm from New England. This is just what we drive. It's not.
Yeah,
weird.
you and lesbians.
Everyone
so.
in New England's a bunch of lesbians, dude.
It's the epic handshake meme. It's fucking Sam and lesbians driving Subarus.
I
That's
think
crazy.
I think my surprising thing of 2025 is how many wins, easy wins Trump could have taken and just didn't.
Yep.
Did
Like,
nothing with it. Yeah.
Just easy wins that he just didn't take. Like I don't know. I mean the Charlie Kirk thing. Easy win. Like use your friend that was just murdered. Like on national or on fucking YouTube live. Like that's crazy to me. And I think it just goes to show like nothing ever happens, guys. Like nothing
Nope.
ever
Yeah.
happens. I feel like
Yeah,
that's
people
been
get mad at
proven
it.
more this year. Like as much as things happen, nothing actually happens. Nothing
Yeah.
truly
Yeah.
happens.
The arc of history is long, but it bends toward the nothing ever happens guy.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah. It's like you know, since 2020, since 2019, everybody's been like, man, shit's just getting crazier and crazier. And it is, but it isn't at the same time. Like it's like maybe the events feel like Plague Inc. when you guys remember that mobile game Plague
Yeah.
Inc. where you like
yeah.
you create like and you get like little
Way too old
pop-ups
for that. So
it's just like a little mobile game and you basically created a plague and you could evolve the plague to kill as many people in the world as possible, and the whole time the people in the world are trying to kill the plague, and so you're the plague and you're just trying to kill all the people. But it has little news blurbs that pop up
Mhm.
throughout the entire game, and it's like South Sudan fucking prime minister murdered on front doorstep or something like that, and it just got like random news blurbs that are just like randomly generated news blurbs throughout as more chaos is that you're causing in the plague game. And that's just what it feels like. I feel like actually the last couple months have felt kind of quiet. Well, not couple months, the last couple weeks, I guess I felt kind of quiet, but I felt like since 2019, end of 2019, beginning of 2020, it was like just these random news blurbs. And it always just made me think of that game because it's just like, what the fuck is happening? But then you expect, like what you expect in this game is that they start locking down more places, and they do fund more research to try and stop your plague, and you start seeing more and more of those like pop-ups. But here it's just like, no, we're not going to change anything. We're not going to act like there's a problem. We're going to pretend there is, maybe say it once or twice, and then never talk about it again and just continue down the same road. And I think that's the most surprising thing, especially when you ran a campaign about just trying to shake it up. Maybe not actually shaking it up, but trying to shake it up. And they don't even do that.
Luke, do you think, boy, here we go, way off. I am not Candace Owens.
Hit me with it.
I know that it'd be hard to, it's easy to confuse Candace and I. We have the same smile.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very,
We don't know. We don't know, but we know. Right. So,
yeah.
But do you think that the attempt on Trump's life in Butler, PA last year had anything at all to do with his hard turn away from accountability to just kind of, brushing everything under the rug?
I think his rhetoric definitely changed right afterwards.
To me, it and maybe I'm the outlier here. He really didn't seem to be even phased by it. Like, he gave this long, rambling speech at the RNC like a couple weeks later, and I kind of remarked on it throughout the 2024 campaign. He just seems like this old, tired Trump that's not as energetic, not as funny. He used to, yell, get all wound up. He still does it occasionally, but this is just a fucking old man who's tired and isn't up for the job anymore. I know everybody thought, oh, we're so back. It's dark MAGA time. Let's turn our profile pictures red and blow up our eyes. And I'm like, this is gay cope. The entire time,
the libertarians did that in 2019, buddy.
Yeah. But I'm just looking at this. I'm like, this is just gay cope. Like, nothing. I promise you, nothing's gonna happen. And surely enough,
wait,
are you saying? In, like,
are you? I keep grabbing my pop screen like it's gonna help. You're not implying that everything is fake and gay?
Everything is
no, we would never do that.
I mean, I have friends who were there at that rally, like close friends, and I mean that I was about 20 minutes away from that when it happened, and it seemed like a big deal at the time. But
tell us more about your location on that.
Yeah,
like I was on a roof looking through a scope.
Yeah, it was pretty clear. It was a nice clear day, and I had a pretty good shot. It was a shot of Crown Royal, about 30-6. It was within earshot of me. If you
make that musician kind of money, so you can afford to take shots of Crown Royal. The rest of us are over here drinking Evan Williams. So,
Evan Williams is pretty rough.
I think
I know.
I don't know.
That's what I drink.
even with the like assassination attempt on Trump, like it's not that I don't think that was fake. Like, I think a lot of people are like, oh, that was fake. It was rigged. He did it. It was all set up so he could win.
I had a moment.
Like, I don't think, but I think with Trump, there's always a moment. Like, there's just about fucking anything is possible with him, but I don't think it was fake. I think it kind of goes to what Kyle is saying. Like, that whole campaign could have been, I think it started out strong, and then by mid 2023, it was just, or mid 24, it just kind of pittered out, and he didn't seem as energetic. He didn't seem as rambunctious. He still seemed witty. I think they did like that little documentary that it was like him behind the scenes, and they were releasing clips from it. And in those scenarios, he looked really good, but out in public, in front of the lights, under the scrutiny of everybody and the crowds, he just didn't seem as Trumpy. And I think he was relying on that. I think he was relying on the the JD Vance arc and some of that stuff, and then bringing out the Elon Musks and getting some of those guys going.
He was depending on the coalition.
Yeah. He was depending on the coalition to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And I think they did. And I think that was like to bring the unification of the disassociated from the political structure, and it did, and that's why he won. But I don't think it was the Trump in 2016 that we got.
Yeah,
I have an
think
incredibly
the-
I have an incredibly important question, and I have to ask this of Adam because I saw him he just hit that vape. What's your flavor?
Georgia peach.
Good
Georgia
God,
Peach.
this goes to what's. Never mind. I'm not. I'll save it for my stand up.
I think Trump was like kind of dead in the water a little bit. I mean, maybe he wasn't completely dead, but it was when the Biden administration went after him. Well, I don't know if it was the Biden, but the Democrats in general targeted him like through investigations. When his house got raided in Mar-a-Lago, like, dude, everyone was talking about that. Like, and then he could just use that. He wasn't even as excited. He could just use that and be like, "Look, they're targeting me," and then everyone was behind him. Like everyone got behind him after that.
I always said the lawfare was always literally fake and gay. Like I'm 100% certain that the lawfare was just a fundraising opportunity for both sides. Because like the net effect to that, everybody knew Trump was never going to go to jail. Like there was people could sit there and say they believed it. He was never going to go to jail. The Democrats weren't ever going to do that because they didn't have the grounds for it. And once again, it was a great opportunity for everybody involved, the Republicans to fundraise, the Democrats to fundraise. It was literally like the perfect party for everybody. So that was always fake and gay. As far as like the actually going to Mar-a-Lago and stuff like that, okay, well that's like actually legit stuff. But like,
but wait,
just like the
let me
lawfare was
just ask this. And we're not even in 2025 anymore. I feel like we might be back in 2022 now. Like at this point, but that's what I love about roundtables like this is like, why should I care that that Trump's getting treated the same way that every other American can be treated on every day? Like literally, why do I care? Just because he's like the former president, I'm supposed to care that a bunch of law enforcement officials showed up at his house and entered his home and treated him like shit? I don't care. They can do that to me every day of the week, and nobody's going to pay a bit of attention to it, and nobody's going to go, "Oh my gosh, this is a terrible tragedy." They don't give a shit. They literally nobody cares.
Doing it to Trump makes it easier for them to do it to you because it's acceptable and it's based on political ideology, and they will do it to you. When Trump said
I know that's
they
the
want
entire
to get
content
to
of my
you,
channel.
when Trump said they want to get to you, I'm just in the way. He was correct.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
He's
No, I
not.
think
He's never been in the way. He's never been in the way.
Yeah,
at
I think
all.
that's
He's
ass
he hasn't.
That part is not correct. But it is true that they do want to get to you more. And Trump getting targeted like that and that allowing that to happen is how they do it.
See, and I think he's
Trump
in on
the
it.
man
I think
doesn't
he's in
matter.
on it.
Trump the man does not matter. That's not what is important.
Yeah, it's not about
what he represents is what is important. And him as the figurehead of that is, I thought was very important. Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, he still kind of is. It's just there probably will never be again someone like Trump in our time. Like I don't.
There is. Hopefully, he doesn't support PDF files.
So help me understand what you're saying when you say that there'll never be somebody else like Trump, because Trump is not the first in the populist movement. I'm actually anti-populist. I think populism is incredibly dangerous, and populism always leads to the downfall of itself.
What leads to populism?
Say that again.
What leads to populism?
Well, frustration and anger.
Why though?
Because people feel like they're not being heard.
Right.
And
they're not being taken care of. And so populism is a result of other it's a result of the current government not being for the people. So it's,
but it then leads to its own tyranny. Almost every
but it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is it's not like populism comes up in
I like you. You're awesome. Nobody ever wants to have these conversations with me.
Appears for a reason.
I keep trying to have this conversation with my boss at work, and he keeps telling me, "Could you go back to work?" And I'm like, "No, I want to talk about what's evil with tyranny." So he leaves. What the? If it makes you guys feel any better, I have this effect on my own channel.
Well, I think go ahead. Are you gonna go, Sam?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were popping back in to say something.
No, I work here, dude.
No. You look like you're at a call center right now.
Call center American.
Sorry,
Thank
do
you.
not redeem. Do
Every
not
time he
redeem.
turns
It's
off
ours.
his
Do
mic,
not,
he's like, "How can I help you? How may I direct
do
your
not
call?"
redeem. I think what you're saying is kind of like this is a symptom of the state already not like already of a tyrannical state.
I don't.
just
I don't care about what populism leads to, because populism is not something that comes about on its own. Populism becomes popular
It's a symptom.
and happens because of the real things that cause it. You can treat populism all you want. It's like treating symptoms of a disease and not the underlying issue.
Yeah, it's like our healthcare system has.
I don't give a fuck what populism causes, because you're not going back far enough. Like, what causes populism? That is if populism wouldn't be
White
popular
people.
if things were going well.
Whites. That's white people
I don't
cause
think so.
cause all the problems. I have a video that proves it.
All right, I'm anti you now.
I'm anti you now.
That's all I had to do.
That
Turn me.
did it. That did it.
It's
That did
over.
it, Adam.
Well,
That and the Italian slander, the anti-Italian, the anti-Italian slander will not stand on the channel.
I don't know. 2025 seems like it's just been a weird year. I can't believe. I feel like it's gone by fast as shit. I can't tell you how many more people I know in the city that are trying to leave the city. I can't tell you how many more people that I know that have never been to a church that have been to a church this year. It's weird. It's weird growing up in this time compared to like when I was a kid. Probably much different for you, TC. But you know, like I just
wow.
Not as old as Adam, though.
That's
yeah,
definitely
not
how
as
old
old
are
as
you?
Adam.
How old are you?
Wait a minute. No, Adam first. I'm the
Adam's
guest.
85
39.
years old.
Yeah, I'm 55. So
Let's go.
Adam's lying.
I
to
am
us.
now
It's
the old
Adam.
man on the panel.
You're not the oldest.
You know,
person
so
on the show.
I mean, growing up, we've talked about it before, but like growing up for me, it was like what I was exposed to the most, I feel like, was the George Bush right wing, like that area of republicanism, like the true like neo-conservatives or whatever, the neocons.
That shit was
and-
so whack, dude.
And they were going after fucking Ozzy Osbourne and hip hop music and Harry Potter and like bringing him to
Wait.
fucking.
We should go after Harry Potter. Come on. I know that she's everybody's darling now, but come on, that is some crap writing. That is some of the
Dude,
worst.
hell
We're back
no.
on- we're back on
That-
track. That's
Dude,
gay.
those books are written so goddamn well.
They're
How
Great,
can you
right.
possibly say that it's not good writing when it is the
Because it's
second highest
Voldemort is
selling-
just Wizard Hitler, dude. It's
second
just,
second highest selling book.
He's just
of
missing
all
the good
time
uniform
to the
mustache.
Bible.
he's all about
Only to the
pure
Bible.
blood.
Wait,
Getting rid of
that's
the
an appeal
Muggles.
to
Think you know
popular.
better than
That's
hundreds of
come
millions of
on,
people?
come
What
on.
is
You're the
happening?
scholar. You're the scholar in this. Like appeal to popularity is.
I'm
is
also
just
a writer, and I'm telling you, as
So-
the
as-
writer,
And he's not
as
a
am
bender.
I.
it's very
and-
good.
And
Lord of the
rolling-
Rings is better. 100% Lord of the Rings. Is better.
Obviously,
Wasn't
Lord of
it
the Rings
written
is
like a
better.
6th grade reading level? Harry Potter.
Lord of the Rings is better.
No,
The
I
Harry
don't
Potter, no, it gets more a higher reading level.
Everybody
than the
claims
series.
that J.K. is great because she advances the writing as the series goes along, and it appeals to this. Like, and I don't. I just.
I don't know.
I'm-
I never read it. 'cause
I
I'm
think
not
it's different
homosexual.
growing up with it.
To be fair,
You
you have
can
to have a
read
very
Adam?
high IQ
Holy
to understand
shit.
Harry Potter.
I never read.
so
the books.
I read-
just watched the movies and took the test. So
I read both. I read both Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings is phenomenal book, but holy shit, does he just go off into the fucking detail of a leaf falling for 25
Yeah, but
pages?
It's also
Like-
a lot of lore.
You got
Way
TikTok
more
brain.
lore than Harry Potter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
I
look,
must be not reading.
Scholar and I are agreeing here. You got TikTok brain, Luke. It's like-
I read them all at like fucking 12. Like I
Me
read
too.
the Silmarillion. I loved those books. They were all really good books, but
Yeah, they are. And
Yeah.
I love the details about the leaves and the doors. You're anti-white, and if you don't love long monologues about doors and leaves.
hell yeah, brother.
I have the same conversation. Sam, is it? I don't know everybody's actual names. Well, I
Yeah.
know, obviously. I have the same conversation about literature with a lot of people when it comes to like Stephen King, and people don't understand the depth of Stephen King. Or he's just a
Dude, he doesn't even write his own books, and he wrote about like 9-year-olds having a gangbang. What the hell are we talking about here?
Dude,
That's
it
true.
was
He
pretty
did do
wild.
that.
I don't
was
like,
a
I don't
wild
care how
book.
good his writing is. He wrote about a 9-year-old getting gangbanged. That guy
It
needs
was
to
a
be in
wild
prison,
book.
and every one of his
Facts.
books should be burned.
not
That's
which
Sam's
nine-
best
which-
point ever made on the show.
In it, there's like a really hardcore.
They're not
fucking
9, but
gangbang
it's
scene.
yeah,
How
it's a
old are
very it's a very
How old are
awkward. They're 12 and 13. It's
Wow,
awkward.
that's not better.
That's semantics.
No, it's awkward. I'm not arguing that.
It's not
I mean,
awkward.
hey, whoa,
just
whoa, whoa, hold on, hold on, hold on,
terrible.
hold on. Were they at least wearing makeup?
Yeah, what were they wearing?
They were all trans.
Oh,
Does that make it
Oh, then-
better?
I think it's
No.
worse.
Stephen King needs to be in prison for writing that. I hate that piece of shit, man. That's
Shout out
insane.
though, Stephen King, for writing Cujo completely blacked out on alcohol and drugs. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know. Some of the I like some of those books. Some of those his older stuff is really fucking good. I like Stephen King's old books, but it
Wow,
was
a
fucked.
PDF file sympathizer.
No,
right
he's
here.
yeah, he's
Libertarian.
definitely dropped
Get ready
off
for the wood
though,
chip.
since his
And
since
just
he was
like
almost
that,
killed.
it's a libertarian. podcast.
Oh, I feel like it probably started out as a libertarian. April, you are fired. I will talk to you in private message later.
No, April's right. Harry Potter is an incredible book series, written incredibly well, and it's the second most popular book series of all time.
I don't like
second
any
only
of
to- It is
the-
the most popular book series of all time. The second most popular book besides literally the Bible.
That's pretty crazy.
That doesn't make it good, by the
No,
way.
it
This
doesn't make
is,
it
I have the
good.
same
It's
argument
very-
with the guy
It is
sitting next to me right.
also
Hold on,
good.
chill. Hold on. I had the same
No.
argument with the guy sitting next to me.
I don't care what Adam has to say. The guy next to me
Kyle,
black
is this
dude.
this is what I get, isn't it? This is you. You were like, oh, you want to come on?
To be
Here
fair,
you
this
go,
is,
bro.
this is
Adam, bring on
normal
the black
show.
guy. Let him talk about Harry Potter.
No, he never read. He can't read. He's black. But the I had an argument with him. He's like, "Well, Avatar is the best movie of all time." No, it's not.
Hell
Avatar
no.
sucks dick.
Hell
Wait. Who said
Avatar
Avatar
is
was the best
fine.
movie of all time?
Some black
you can't
dude.
see him because he blends into the walls behind me. But it's one of the guys I work with.
But a good book and a good movie are different things. You can't have a good book. Like you can't have a book that's really entertaining and have it not have good writing most of the time. But you can have that with a movie.
Yeah.
Like Transformers
but
can be
this-
very entertaining,
okay,
but it's
but
not
my-
a good movie.
My argument was just because it's popular doesn't make it good.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it does not apply to books in the same way. Books have
That's
to be
what he's
good
saying.
to be popular more so than movies. Definitely.
Okay, that's true.
It's a different thing.
That's fair. But still, it's kind of the same.
No, it's not, because in a movie, the writing is one aspect. There are other aspects, the visuals, the sound, the promotion, like the other tie-ins. With a book, it is literally just the writing. So no, it's the only aspect of it. Whereas you're judging a movie based on one aspect when there's like 7 important ones.
I
Whereas
love that I
with
derailed this. This is
Writing,
great.
it's just writing. It's just a book.
we
I'm
do
getting really
this
mad
quite
about
often.
This is
dumb
like
shit.
Thanksgiving dinner at my house when the Republicans and the Democrats sit down and I go, "Yeah, so about anarcho-capitalism."
It'll never exist.
Yes, Sam.
sadly.
Good question. Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? You fucking queer.
Yes.
So
Now,
Talk about shitty writing.
there. I will grant. If I'll be shocked if anybody says no. Those are the greatest books.
No,
I'm not
A
saying
bunch of
Harry
teenage
Potter is the
girls would
greatest
argue
series
with
ever, but it is
No.
good writing. It is
no.
good writing.
He's talking about Twilight right now. He's talking about
Yeah, well,
Twilight,
Twilight
right now.
sucks, but it's good for
Yeah, Twilight
that
sucks.
for a younger age group, whereas Harry
Yeah.
Potter is more broadly appealing.
Yeah, absolutely. What were you about to say, Kyle?
I figure we got a few more minutes left. I know Typo wanted to talk about this, and I actually want to talk about it too.
Through the whole
Is,
episode. Holy crap.
I don't know if it's hard or if you could clarify or if you could say one way or the other, but like Nick Fuentes kind of going mainstream, which I don't know if that's necessarily the right word, but definitely his profile has risen quite a bit. So, Typo, you go first.
Yeah, I just think it's pretty interesting. You know, he just because his backstory is pretty interesting. You know, he's kind of canceled when he was a kid, and then he like got deep into like basically topics no one is you're not supposed to talk about anywhere at all.
Something about
And-
ovens and cookies.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Just talking about, basically, Israel and Jews and stuff like that. Stuff that like no one was allowed to talk about or even mention online at
10 years
all,
ago.
like 5 or 6 years ago. And if you did, you were destroyed or canceled. And how that is very popular among Zoomers, like incredibly popular. Like you can say it's good, bad, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but it's just that is crazy popular with the Zoomers. And this fast, I mean, it's like 2025. I mean, it's probably happened in 2024 as well, but like Hitler edits all over Instagram. Everybody, this like total destruction of like the World War II myth is just
It's a little
all coming
scary.
down, and in a rise in white identity politics. And I think that's what he kind of represents.
That is
and
inevitable.
Do you,
yeah,
do you
that is
think that
inevitable.
Typo? Do you think that he is what gave notoriety to the World War II myth, or do you think that like the rise of like Daryl Cooper is what actually gave notoriety to it, and then Fuentes's crowd was able to like I don't mean this in a negative way to his people, but it gave them some credibility because Cooper really kind of started to point out the reality of what it was to an older generation that had a lot of questions.
I kind of think that even before Daryl, this was happening in the underground. It was kind of bellying up.
It's like been happening since World War II.
Oh yeah, I mean but at least in the last I don't know, I'd say 2-3 years, that topic has been at least somewhat safer to talk about in general. The whole aspect of the whole concept of the war, and it's been kind of like other opinions about it, but nothing that like was actually debated like on podcast and stuff, like prominent figures actually discussing stuff like this. But for sure, Daryl Cooper coming out and talking about his World War II series and stuff, like going on Tucker Carlson, that definitely gave way. And he is more of like careful about how he says things and more responsible with how he says things, so it's easier to digest for a lot of especially older people, where Nick Fuentes' approach is more blatant and blunt, and that is very receptive to younger generations. They just want that blatant radical version of like there's not like Nick Fuentes does it both ways. He can give you details and books and an intellectual discussion about like the Holocaust, or he can just go on his stream and be like, shit's fake and gay. Like, it's just like either way he can do that. But they find that very they're receptive to that a lot. And that is like, it is crazy to watch. I see this with like people in my family that are younger than me. Like they're saying things that I was like, damn, dude, like I was like not talking about this stuff when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. I don't even think I cared about politics at 18, 19, 20 years old. But
I was still going to fight them terrorists in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, exactly.
At 18, 19 years old, they called me the liberal in my platoon in the Marine Corps.
You're the liberal here on the show.
I know.
Still true.
Was I liberal?
Yeah, we never talked that much about politics. We did here and there.
Towards the end, we started to get more into politics. But that's when Gary Johnson became big and Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was talking about drinking and chasing girls and smoking and movies and music and shit.
Because I'm not racist. That is the answer. Why is the ginger liberal here? Number one, not ginger. I'm blonde. Don't care. And also, why does everyone think do people actually think I'm a ginger? I don't think there's anything wrong with ginger.
I thought you were.
I thought they were talking about Luke.
No, they're talking about me. I'm
just
people think I'm a ginger. I have blonde hair. I've always had blonde hair.
Luke might be the most Aryan here.
I am probably the most Aryan here. I am like straight blonde haired, blue eyed. Pretty sure most of my family's from Germany and Russia. So.
I'm Scandinavian. I got you beat. And German.
Yeah, well, you're from Minnesota.
You're half Somalian.
Yeah, dude, you're Somalian now.
Yeah, you're Somalian.
Dude, talking about the Somalian thing before we get off here was like I missed that part at the beginning of the podcast, but I think it was like 48% of all users on Twitter saw that video. That's an insane amount of people that saw that video.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the one from here in the people's?
Yeah.
I coined this phrase when I
Leary
started.
Center.
Yeah, I coined this phrase when I started
Leary Center.
my show, which ended up costing my career. If you're ever interested and want to hear more, just reach out to me. I'll tell you the whole story. My podcast cost me my career, and I coined the phrase "the people's state of Marxisota." So
It's not
yep,
even that
yep,
bad, dude.
it's what it is. Yeah, I don't know. The states and Luke, don't come here.
No,
I wasn't.
I'm
No
not.
one was planning on going to Minnesota.
No.
No,
going-
it's a beautiful state. Like seriously,
It
I
is
don't care if
beautiful.
you want
It
to
is.
go.
I've
If
been
you want to
there.
go hunting for
been there
Bigfoot,
too.
if you want to go deer hunting, you want to go
It's
pheasant hunting.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
But so is it's beautiful, but so is the Pacific Northwest. Like the Pacific
It's
Northwest
cold
is
as fuck.
So is
It's cold as
California.
shit in Pennsylvania right now. I'm not going to colder Minnesota.
I used to live in Montana. People are like, Montana's cold. I'm like, you wait, hold my beer. Let me take you to Minnesota.
Yeah. I have no urge to be there, and I have no urge to be in the Pacific Northwest. It's beautiful up there, but fucking hell, it is liberal hellhole.
He's from
for most of
fucking
it.
Arizona, dude. He
You know,
can't
though,
be
it's
cold.
weird. I don't know. It's not though, and I just had this. I'm so old. I still use Facebook. I just tried to have this conversation with somebody the other day about the way Minnesota handles things, and they're way off about how voting should be handled. But Minnesota's really it's not a left-leaning state outside of the major metro areas. And I know
Every
everybody's like,
state
well,
in the
yeah, the
country.
major metro areas are much controlled because that's where the population is. But when you
Yeah.
get out into even like where I was in the jurisdiction where I worked for nearly 13 years, the vast majority of people are just pretty down to earth, kind of traditional conservative. So they get along with us. People like me who are pretty much, I'm paleo libertarian, I'm Rothbardian, I'm Misesian. And they're like, oh, wow, I really agree with a lot of what you say. And I'm like, yeah, because you're normal.
Yeah.
And that's the vast majority of people that you're going to run into in Minnesota outside of Minneapolis, St.
Well,
Paul, Rochester.
That's the same.
You know,
That's the same as Typo. Like Typo lives in Illinois, and Chicago is the dominant, political structure, and it's very left leaning. But I've been to his small towns, and they are not. They are the opposites.
it looks like Luke, who's watching with you guys, Luke, I would tell you, it used to be Duluth, but it is now Rochester. And if you guys are ever looking to do a deep dive into like a dangerous metro area, look at Rochester, Minnesota. It's southeast corner of the state. It's when I first came off of active duty, I was with the 82nd Airborne Division, came off active duty, back to Minnesota area. This part of Minnesota was staunchly red. And they have it feels like yesterday, but it's been over 30 years. But in the grand scheme of things, as the world shifts, as socio-political, socio-cultural issues change, 30 years is a drop. It's just a drop.
Yeah.
It's just a blink. In
Yeah.
less than 30 years, this region went absolutely bonkers because of the leadership that they pushed into the area.
Yeah.
And
that's Phoenix. That's Phoenix,
Yeah.
Arizona. It's the same. Growing up, this place was redder than red. Arizona hadn't had a Democrat didn't vote Democrat ever. I don't
look
think
what they
in
did to
its history.
Colorado.
Yes, Colorado, same
Mm-hmm.
thing. Denver, it's bluer than blue, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. And even the surrounding
losing
areas
Adam.
outside.
No, I've just
Adam's-
been up for a long time.
Even the
I get up at
surrounding areas
3:15
outside
to work
of
out,
Denver.
bro.
Even the surrounding areas outside of it just get more and more blue, and it's covered the whole state. And that's kind of what we saw here in Phoenix. Phoenix is a sprawling city. It's a very big city that just is it's long, like it just keeps spreading out. So it looks like it's more blue, and then everything outside of it is red, besides Tucson and Flagstaff. But the three major cities with the biggest portions of the population dominate the state, and it's getting more and more blue. The universities, yeah, all three universities.
Yep.
Luke asked me a great question. Luke asks a very good question about Mark Dayton. I would say that no. If you look at the history of Minnesota and the way Minnesota breaks down, Minnesota went south in the Grange days. They started to really import progressive leftism into Minnesota way before anybody even notices. Like, progressivism, leftism has been a danger to this country for 100 years or more. And Minnesota has always been a proving ground. Mark Dayton, by and large, was kind of he makes Tim Walz makes Mark Dayton look like Ronald Reagan. That's how, and for all of his faults, Reagan was definitely better than Biden and even Trump, for that matter, on a lot of issues. Not all of them, but on a lot. And so Dayton isn't really where it started to go wrong. It went wrong well before Dayton. And I think that's, no matter what state we all find ourselves in, when we start to look deeper into the history and the political philosophy of the states that we're in, whether they be staunchly blue or staunchly red, or kind of that mix of purple that you see with some states, you will always find this undercurrent of the bird, the two wings of the same bird, always working together to convince people that they're doing the right thing for the people. And I think that's 2025 summed up in a nutshell for me, is that what's really happened for me in 2025, even though I was aware of it, I'm starting to watch other people who were never aware of just how bad the two-party system works with each other. They're starting to wake up to it.
Or
and
how good they work with each
it's-
other.
Yeah.
Well, right, but just how bad it is that they do
Yeah.
work with each other.
Yeah.
People are starting to go, I never
What the fuck?
understood. Yeah. And so I think that's if there's one positive to take out of what's been happening this year, it's that people are starting to go, so tell me more about this libertarianism that you've been talking about. So
Yeah, we talked this before on the show. Problem with that is the LP is a fucking subversion of fucking leftist queers, and it's like it doesn't matter. The LP, the party itself, is never going to do anything. They can't. It's impossible. It's a shit show.
They just shoot themselves in the foot every chance they can.
Yeah.
well, they
It's
had
crazy.
a perfect opportunity in the last
did.
election. They had a perfect opportunity, and they had a lot of clout.
Bye, April.
Oh yeah, absolutely. April had a rough day. So, and I'm not laughing because I'm just glad. I'm glad she's okay. I'm also glad it wasn't me. So, the Libertarian Party had a really good, when they chose to go with Chase Oliver over Rechtenwald, the Libertarian Party made a huge mistake in not capitalizing on that more and really pushing libertarian values into the Trump administration.
I think basically like the biggest losers is 2025. And I know this kind of goes contrary to what you were just saying, are kind of libertarians. Like the liberty movement seems kind of dead as it is now. Like, and I don't say that gleefully. It just seems like Trump had established the libertarians as useful idiots for the Trump regime to say, oh, look, he's going to do all these great things and we're all going to vote for him. We're all on the Trump train. Angela McArdle did all this, had a meeting
and now where is Angela, right? Yeah.
But like, she would have been better off just being like a GOP staffer, because she would have been a very effective one at that.
Yeah.
Instead, she chose to muddle around with the Libertarian Party. The people underneath her are trying to ruin her life at every step. And could she have did some shit that was illegal and shady? Sure, I don't know.
She brought a lot of that on herself.
But like, regardless, why would you put yourself through that for the Libertarian Party, which just, once again, the Libertarian movement is like dead now. Like, yeah, you have Dave Smith, but Dave Smith is even like kind of pushed away from the Libertarian label, and he's kind of saying like, outside of all this, like, he still considers himself a libertarian and represents like the best of libertarianism, in my opinion. I still like consider
Clint.
myself mostly
Yeah.
Clint maybe a little bit less so, but
well, no, but he's still out there advocating.
he basically rides Dave's coattails. That's all he does, and tries to fucking sorry, I don't like Clint, but
no, you like, that's it, we're done.
How dare you?
Like, yeah, it just seems like libertarianism, like, I felt like there was steam back in the midterms of 2022, and maybe this is just because I was so involved, but now it just seems like it's nowhere to be found and like not relevant at all anymore.
Question. Why does Clint Russell have me banned on Twitter? I've never talked to him.
I don't know. He has typo ban too.
Hey,
I don't know, dude.
fuck Clint Russell.
I don't know. I'm friends with Clint.
Dude, we had Clint on our show, and about 3 weeks later, Typo was blocked from Clint. It was the weirdest thing. I'm not, but Typo is, and I was like, "That's weird."
I'm neither here to defend or attack him. I don't know. I'm just saying that there are voices out there that are still, Tom Woods is a really good example of someone who has some depth and some logic to him, who is also at the same time saying, wait a minute, like, we need to bring the libertarian philosophy into the Republican Party. And that's an area where I disagree with Tom. I don't think the Republican Party is compatible with libertarian philosophy at all. And when I say libertarian philosophy, I don't mean as a political movement. I mean as, like, the Republicans have never been the party of libertarianism. They've never been the party of the founding fathers, ever. The Republican Party has always been a progressive left party. They gave us the worst president in the history of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. And that's been the downfall of this republic. And if you study this, that's the reality. And there's a voice out there that is not a libertarian by definition, and that's Brian McClanahan. He'll flat out tell you the Republicans have been as bad, if not more dangerous, for the survival of the republic than any Democrat has ever been.
Yeah, we don't listen to what Mix think.
So what'd you say, Sam?
You are
We
a
don't
Mick.
listen to what Mix think. Yeah, I am a Mick, but that's fine. I can still.
Wait a minute. Are you a Mick or a WAP? I'm so
No, he's
confused
a WAP
right
too.
now.
He's
No,
both.
I'm a-
He's both. No, he's
No,
both.
it's a joke.
He's the
I'm
worst of
actually
the
a Mick.
whites. He's
Not
the
a
worst
joke.
of the
He is
whites.
Italian.
Okay, but I'm the majority of me is Irish, so like it's not the same thing. I am
Yeah,
majority
and
Irish.
your
I'm a
people
Mick.
were used to
You are
destroy the
only
South.
people
You're
that
just-
my people didn't. You are the only people that my people didn't conquer.
And what is your people?
Scandinavians. I'm the Vikings. You're the
Yes,
only
well-
people my people didn't conquer. We
Your
respect the
people
shit out of
raping
you.
my people is why I look like this.
Gay.
Oh,
All right.
Kyle's like, I can't believe I invited him on. I can't believe.
Yeah, nah, it's all right. Believe me, we all do stupid
You
shit.
get
so
way
it's all
worse.
right.
Wow, you just said this whole appearance has been stupid.
I was on my
Wow.
best behavior when Scott Horton was here, but usually I'm not. That's very rare.
We're all retards. So to be fair, the average might have got taken up a little bit, as in like a little bit less retarded. So
Well, I appreciate making you less retarded.
There you go. Yeah.
He did make it less retarded because Kyle's retardation just brings us down so much.
it does. It does.
Or
He's not a
something else.
bassist. He's not a bassist, so there's no intellect there.
Nah, no. You just pluck the strings and move.
You're
all
not
over
you are
the
not
instrument.
Jaco Pastorius.
Slapping the
so.
bass.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate you guys letting me
Yeah,
in
no, it was fun.
to ruin your stream.
Yeah, you
No, it was a good time.
No,
was a good
ruining
time.
the stream is my job, and you're not taking my job.
Yeah,
If you
Cool,
guys, if
well-
any of you, which one of you is the retired cop?
that's
Adam.
Adam, I would love to
Italian.
have you. I would love to have you on my show sometime.
No,
I
I
mean,
have
love to have
stories.
any of you. I've already had the musicians, so
Yeah, I'll come
Yeah,
on. I got stories for days, brother.
you got what stories for days?
Stories for days in NYPD,
I w-
sir.
I would love to have any of you on, actually. Especially
for sure.
Sam. Sam, I think you and I would have a blast.
Nah, Sam's gay.
I promise not to bring up Charlie the Hammer as a joke.
Hey, don't joke about figures. Don't do that with me. I named my
Yeah.
cat after historical figures.
Yeah, but
well,
you fucked
you'll
it up
have-
and didn't realize the fucking
Yeah.
gender before you did
It's-
it.
It's Thor.
Don't
Well,
worry.
actually, no. Thor isn't going to work. But it was actually he's not. Well, I guess he is historical now. But that was after the Scandinavian Norwegian explorer or ethnographer Thor Heyerdahl.
Are you weaving over there? Are you have you just lost it? You're just weaving.
I
now.
told you he's
on
he's
stream.
gone to his full blown fucking dyke phase. He's getting cats. He's weaving. It's driving
There's no
Subarus.
weaving,
I
it's
mean,
no
I'm not
necklace.
lying.
What are you talking about?
It looks. Oh, he's putting
This
on a.
puka shell necklace.
It's not a. It's a goddamn Thunderbird. It's fucking mother of pearl.
You remember the one that, like Titan? They got like the slip string. Yeah, the lesbians wear that shit
Do
too.
you remember when I was a kid and I wore like the shark tooth necklace when I was in like
Yep.
6th grade, or like no, I
Dude,
was
those
like
were the
6.
best.
That's what
And-
that reminds me of.
Insane Human Crazy says, "Do you guys like metal?
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on Machine Gun Kelly? Do we like metal? Do you know who we're talking to?
Metal is garbage. Bad music for people that can't play instruments cleanly.
Fuck
And
you.
GK is
Kyle,
bad.
Kyle about fell
Go,
out.
Kyle.
If Insane Human Crazy, thanks for coming over and watching from my side. Thanks for popping in. Check out A Common Crown. Their music is freaking phenomenal. I
Kyle
jam
Daniels.
them at least. Don't take this wrong, Kyle. I jam them at least once a week. No, I do. I listen to them on a regular basis. Their vocalist is amazing, and so are their musicians. So yes, they are very much.
Pantera is
follow on that.
overrated, but Common Crown's pretty good.
all right, now Typo, we may have to fight. Let's I guess
They're
let's
no
go around-
Metallica.
Yeah, we could.
They're certainly not Nickelback, but
Yeah.
Fucking-
Yeah, you can find me Common Crown, as TC said. Of course, go to the Great Megalodon Substack of the In Liberty and Health podcast. I'll be having Dave DeCamp on Thursday, so that's all my
Hey,
stuff.
Jeez,
Davey
pulling
boy.
in there. I'm gonna have to reach out to Rachel and make sure she starts connecting me. I'm bigger than you.
Love Dave, dude.
Dude, you can go on a lot more shows than you probably realize if you just ask.
Yeah,
You
it's
you
true.
just
Literally
got to
just
get
ask.
drunk. You got to get drunk and tweet. That's
I just I don't feel like I'm imposing upon people, and to me that feels wrong. And maybe that's just my bad.
And
but
yet
yeah,
you don't feel imposed on when someone asks you to go on your show.
No, I don't.
Oh, you're retarded.
it's acceptable clout chasing on Christmas.
Yeah, there you go.
This is a collaborative business. There's nothing wrong with asking someone if they want to work with you.
Yeah, that's how we met Sam.
That is
I contacted all of you
and
guys
I-
and then immediately became bigger than you, and I still talk to you. You're welcome.
And I regret every second of it. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
that would be cool.
You can find me at Keep It Real Luke on Twitter. That's all I got for you.
At
That's
Adam
it.
Nutter.
I have nothing else to promote. He says, "I'm
at the real typo. That's all I got.
Kyle, do
Oh,
your thing.
yeah.
What about me? What
Doomsday.
about me?
No one
What
cares.
are you doing?
Yeah, no, nobody cares. Jake S, Stash, Daniel M, T-Rex, Anarchist, Eddie Grimm, J. Eric F, Jacob Smith, Silly Cat, Chuck D Wagon, BBB, GGG,
Hey,
Time,
follow
Troll
my
Copia,
MySpace. Follow me on
Matt
MySpace.
Piscatelli,
Follow
Roman
Legend,
Benedetti,
follow on
Ligma, Ian Patton. Hey, Sam.
Follow
do
me
you
on
know
my
who, Sam.
What?
Do you know who Ligma is?
Your mother.
Got
You
you
don't
there.
know who Ligma is?
Your mother.
Ligma nuts. All right, take us out of here.
Thanks
Follow
for having
on
me, guys."
MySpace. Follow me on